Hello children, welcome to your SST class. Today we are going to discuss about lesson 1 of history, that is the French Revolution. Okay, so what is a French Revolution? Revolution means, you all know, revolution means when we protest about something or when we protest against something, that is revolution. That is, we are revoluting, we are revolting, not revoluting actually, we are revolting. ठीक है, something which is not in our support or something which we cannot sustain anymore, then what we do, we express our feelings or we express our revolt against that particular work which is going on. Okay, so French Revolution is a revolution which took place in France, and in that Germany was also involved. How it was involved, how people got themselves engulfed in this revolution, that we will see in this chapter. Rather, you can also say why did people became so aggressive that they forwarded towards the revolution, right? Revolt কেন করেছিল? এমনি এমনি তো কেউ রিভোল্ট করে না, তার নিশ্চয়ই কোনো কারণ থাকে বলে রিভোল্টটা করে। এবার রিভোল্টটা কেন করেছিল? Why? Okay, so actually this is a story, a big story that later on turned out into a fight. Achha. So the story had taken place in Paris. In the first chapter page we can see state of farm, where people and peasants were living their life as they were used to with their lifestyle. That is, they are cultivating their crops under some landlord's farm, and the life was going on. But how was the life? Was it comfortable? Was it supportive? No, it was not at all supportive. Now, why it was not supportive? That is, it was a time in the late 18th century when the French society was under the control of Louis XVI. Louis was the name of the king. 16 was the, traditionally it was coming out like Louis 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It was Louis XVI. Okay, in the Bourbon family, the king of France. Understand? Louis XVI was a person Louis XVI was a person who was only concerned about his Louis XVI was a person who used to only think of himself, his luxuriousness, his happiness, his comfort level. And for that, if he had to ruin the people, if he had to take all the treasury of the people, it doesn't matter a lot to him, because he was only concerned about his comfort. His wife was also same. There was no change in their nature and behavior. The peasants who were working in the field were bound to give about 60% of the land was owned. I mean, the peasants were bound to give 90% of what they were getting from the field. মানে আমার যদি মাস গেলে রোজগার 100 টাকা হয়, then I have to give 90 rupees to the king. আমার 10 টাকা থাকবে। Clear? But the king is supposed to think about the people and comfort level of them. Why? Because he is the author or owner of the estate. So when I am the owner of the family, then it is my duty to look after the people who are residing in the family. ঠিক আছে, এবার আমি মনে কর বাড়িতে একটা রান্না করলাম, বলে আমার মনে হলো it is my favorite, so I am having it. So let the other people go to hell. This is not done. When somebody is the owner of something, then it is the duty of the owner to think about those who are residing in that area or in that estate. But this king was not concerned about his benefit. Means I am getting the amount and it is you are bound to give me the amount. Even if you don't have the food to eat, I don't care. And the land where these peasants were working in that land was 60% under the control of the landlord, and only 40% land was in peasants account. Now whatever you are earning or whatever you are cropping, whatever you are farming, whatever you are harvesting from that 60% land, that have to be given to the king. Along with that, more 40% you have to give. That is more 30% you have to give. That becomes 90%. That 90% amount or the 90% crop, whatever you are farming or getting, that you have to hand it over to the king. This was the scenario of the society. Now these poor peasants had to struggle a lot to survive, because they don't have any other choice apart from accepting king's rule and torture. Did you understand? Now, growing middle class envisages an end to privilege. Now slowly, if I keep on torturing a class continuously, then a day will come when that category of people will revolt, because they will not have that much of patience to tolerate tortures after a certain extent. ঠিক আছে, কিছুদিন সহ্য করা, আমি যদি সব সময় কাউকে দেখলেই চড় মারি, আর ডে উইল কাম যখন ওই লোকটা বা ওই মহিলাটা বা ওই মেয়েটা বা ছেলেটা আমার হাত ধরে বলবে ডোন্ট ইউ ডে টু ডু ইট। মানুষ একটা লিমিট অবধি ধৈর্য ধরে, পেশেন্স রাখে, কিন্তু তারপর সে কী করে? হি লিভস আউট, হি রিবাক্স। আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড? In the past, peasants and workers had participated in revolts against increasing taxes and food security, but they lacked the means and programs to carry out full-scale measures. Means what? When I am protesting, I need support. Somebody should be there who will support me. But if I don't have any support, then shall it be consequences for me? That will be an able consequences for me to protest. Let me give an example. Suppose you want to go and watch a movie, but your parents and guardians are not allowing you to do so. That means what? Your situation or environment is not supportive. You are not getting the support from your family or your guardians, right? So you have to get the support from your elders or seniors or parents or guardians, whatever, with whom you are living, right? So that support is a great strength for working. Similarly, these middle class people, they revolted a lot, but their revolt was not supported by anyone. Now they protested for the wrong thing which was going on, but suddenly they could not continue it because no one was there to support him. So some social groups emerged. They told, you protest, we will support you. Social groups কাদের বলা হয়? A group of people who are strengthy people in the society and they form a group. ঠিক আছে, পলিটিক্যাল গ্রুপ নয় কিন্তু, social groups. Okay, And these social groups, you can say club, then you can say some societies are there, small societies, small get up. They are formed. They give a support to these people, these middle class people who were trying to protest against the wrong thing done with them. At that time emerged a group of intellectuals made of three intellectual people: Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu. Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu. These three names you must be popular because they are famous persons in history. Anyways, they were qualified, intelligent, talented. They made these people understand what is good, what is bad. In one other word, you can say they made these people's eye open. চোখ খুলে দেখো, বোঝো, তারপর কাজ করো. Don't run blindly. You are supporting or you are working under those people who are continuously torturing you, and you are getting tortured. You should revolt. Speak up. Raise up your voice. Say something. At least those people should know that we are not torturing the deaf and dumb. They have their voice. They are also united and they can revolt against us. And so the revolution of thought, you can say, revolution of changing, by revolution of modernism, by revolt against your so-called mind, grew up in the mind and mentality of the people, and their style of thinking changed. They started to look something very logically. They started to calculate everything. They started to see what is the good effect, what is the bad effect, what is the output of whatever they are doing. Did you understand? In my next class, I'll explain the second half of this chapter. Go through it. If you have any doubt, give me a ping in my personal WhatsApp number. I'll definitely call you up and clear out all your doubts. Be healthy. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.